Though James Harden and most of the Houston Rockets were misfiring throughout the first half, their confidence never wavered. In the third quarter, those sharpshooters sure came to life. Harden had 22 of the team's near-record 50 points in the third, launching the Rockets past the Minnesota Timberwolves 119-100 on Monday night, Tuesday Manila time, to take a 3-1 lead in their first-round playoff series. "We had the mentality to be aggressive, make or missed shots," said Harden, who went 7 for 10 in the third quarter and finished with 36 points. "That's what we do. We shoot the basketball, and eventually they'll start falling." Chris Paul scored 15 of his 25 points in the near-record third for the Rockets, who still had a 50-49 halftime edge despite their rough start. With those torrid 12 minutes, they built a 31-point lead and were up 104-69 about a minute into the fourth. The only team in the history of the NBA playoffs with more points in one quarter was the Los Angeles Lakers, who scored 51 points in the fourth on March 31, 1962, in a loss to the Detroit Pistons. "It was a good time to do it. We've been talking about it for 2 years, putting the 50-piece up," Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni said. "And that starts with the intensity and the right spirit and everything." Clint Capella added 14 points and 17 rebounds. Eric Gordon finally got going with 18 points off the bench, and the Rockets left the Wolves wondering what hit them after 3 one-half games of decent defense against one of the league's most dangerous offensive teams. The Rockets scored on 11 straight possessions after an opening stop by the Wolves, and Harden alone scored 17 of their first 20 points. "I've got to watch it again," Paul said. I don't know, got hot." Wolves star Jimmy Butler, on the other hand, began forcing off-balance shots. Jeff Teague and Paul, the two former Wake Forest point guards, engaged in some intense trash talk. Derrick Rose, who finished with 17 points and 6 rebounds, was the catalyst off the bench with multiple muscle his way and layups on both fast breaks and in the half-court. Starting point guard Teague, meanwhile, had only 2 points on 1 for 7 shooting while fighting through dislocated right pinky finger. The Wolves were in front by as much as 36-29, but with as poorly as the Rockets were shooting, they badly needed a larger lead than that. They went 21 for 44 from the field, 47.7%, in the first half, but with all the layups and putbacks in the mix they easily could have made more. Trevor Ariza made the first 3 three-pointers attempted by the Rockets, who then missed on 13 of their next 14 tries from behind the arc. Harden didn't make a basket until 5:57 remained in the second quarter when his 10-foot floater fell in to cut Minnesota's lead to 39-37. He swished one of his signature step-back three-pointers on the next possession, and Houston was right back in front to sow the seeds for the staggering third quarter.